Battier City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Is Samuel White here talking about insurance? He's going to give a 20-minute talk on the very important subject of insurance, talking about the journey of life. You don't really want to have insurance in those key moments when the shit hits the fan. So, Samuel, nice to meet you and welcome.
Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. So we're from a company called Tenzing Pacific Services. My name's Samuel White. This is Nat Sasana, and we're advisors. So we're a brokerage. So established in 2012, offices in Vietnam, Thailand, specialising in health, life, business and investment solutions. So we offer tailored health, life, business insurance and investment strategies to expats and companies across Asia, helping secure financial security and peace of mind for our clients. So I'm a little bit nervous. First time I've spoken in public, so forgive me. And these are our products.
Hello, just want to say thank you for attending and having us here. So as Samuel mentioned, my name is Nat Tasana. I was born in Thailand, but I grew up in England, a small city called Birmingham. So I've been with Tenzing for a few years now. As Samuel mentioned, Tenzing, we provide various services, health insurance, life insurance, savings and investment plans. Essentially, as a brokerage, we work with local and international providers, helping, supporting our clients in Thailand, in Asia. Now, what the gentleman was talking about earlier about your health, your health is your wealth. It's one of the most important things that you can, look after, essentially. It's something that everybody needs, but not everybody knows about it. A lot of people have insurance for their car, but for your car, you can always replace it. For your health, you should essentially put aside a bit of money so you can have that protection at all costs. What I would like to ask is, with insurance, do you guys think it's an investment, or what? Does anybody know what the definition of insurance is? Peace of mind. Anybody else? Protection. Essentially, yeah, both of you gentlemen are correct. So insurance is there to literally transfer the risk. So you're essentially paying a small premium for a provider that's going to cover the cost of an unfortunate accident. And as you guys, are living your best life in Thailand, you've probably seen on the news and, the Tiger, the Pattaya news, etc. You get a lot of accidents, especially with expats who don't have insurance, who believe that they didn't need it. But, when it comes to that day, they'll set up a GoFundMe and rely on the help of, kind strangers as yourself to get them out of that messy situation. So if you really care about your loved ones or yourself, you should always protect yourself first. With Tenzing, as we're a brokerage, we provide all of the servicing, so from policy administration, quotation, and after-sales service. So when you have a personal broker, you're essentially going to have that one dedicated person that's going to be with you every step of the way, as opposed if you went direct. You guys probably know what it's like when you go direct. You call up a customer service hotline, and you get transferred, and you get transferred again, and you're going to have to, speak to a new person and tell your story again. But with a broker, you don't really need to do that. They do all the legwork for you. And essentially, that's pretty much it. Next page, please. So yeah, most of the insurance that we work with, there are stable and well-known providers. One key advice that I say to all of my clients is when you are picking insurance, you need to pick an insurance that is well known and stable. there are some unknown providers, but you got to take in consideration that when you join a provider, that provider should be for life. If you're joining a provider that's unknown, yes, they may pay like small claims now and again, but if you do get something serious like cancer, touch wood, that company may leave the market in a few years, or they may kick you off the plan. That's going to leave you uninsurable for the rest of your life. So it's always good to stick with well-known providers. And as you probably know, Thailand is very cost-effective for their medical care. Medical tourism is huge. The likes of Bumrungrad, Siem Reap, and Bangkok hospitals provide five-star service. We also deal with company insurance. So if you have a company, or you have a group, or 5 of your friends but your close families, 10 people, you can essentially do a group plan. A group plan does actually give you a lot more benefits. For example, just a quick example, let's say if a group of 10 people, one of them has like a serious medical conditions. Now if they were to apply to like an individual policy, they would get that condition excluded, but when you join like a group plan, because there's so many of you, you actually will get that condition covered as a big group. So we also provide services for general business insurance, home insurance, property and casualty. As you know, the earthquake in Bangkok, I think it was a few months ago, everyone got really scared, so it's always good to have. And next page please. Moving to the investments, Tenzing also provides investments and savings plans. So we also have regulated and unregulated financial services. So pension funds, retirement planning. If you're interested in that, then we can recommend you to our financial advisors in Tenzing. Craig is actually based in Pattaya, Thailand. He's been here maybe 20-30 years. He travels all over Thailand helping his clients in Hua Hin, Bangkok and Pattaya. That's pretty much it. Just a quick view of the quotation. It looks similar like this. So when it comes to health insurance, it's normally just hospitalization only, which is the basic. You're only covered if you've been admitted or you need surgery. Now, if you want the full package, some clients opt to add like outpatient. So outpatient refers to anything that's minor. So broken finger, you fell down the stairs, you broke your ankle. Most clients, they just go for the hospitalization only because outpatient is generally cost effective in Thailand. Next page, please. As mentioned before, as having a broker, we can help you with the pre-authorizations, the claims. Essentially, just holding your hand will be your direct link between the hospital and your provider, and customer support as well. Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't think we've ever had a talk from an insurance broker before. A broker that deals with so many different things. Very interesting.
You mentioned about group coverage.
Yeah.
What's the basis for that? Can it be a group of friends who all decide to take out a policy with you, or does it have to be related to a company, or?
You could technically do that, yeah. But normally when it comes to like group insurance, you are supposed to have a company. It's supposed to be registered in Thailand, and you can essentially do like it's called like, you don't fill in the application form. They don't ask you any medical questions, because as it's a big group, it's less risk to the provider, so they'll cover all of your medical conditions.
Do you have a minimum number for the group?
Say that again, sorry?
A minimum number?
Minimum number is between 3 and 5. Yeah. Most providers will accept like 5 as minimum group. Yeah. Some of them will have like 9 as minimum requirement.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you want to form a group? You know, we'll make a company.
Maybe we should turn the PCEC into a company. What do you think?
Yeah, you could essentially could, yeah. Yeah, put you all in a group plan. These are just some of the providers. You may know some of the names. The most well known are probably Cigna, big US provider. You have Allianz Care, which is the German provider, the Rolls-Royce. They sponsor the Olympics sometimes. You have Luma, April International, who are based in the UK. You have Pacific Cross, who are very popular in Thailand for their cost-effective plans. And then we also have some life insurers there as well.
Any other questions? You can always talk to them later. You can talk about your individual case later to them. They'll hang around for a little while. So we do have a little thank you for, unfortunately, it's in your name. So do you want me to change that?
Anything you want to say?
Come on up and get your photo taken. Thanks for that. That's really, really cool. Yeah, as I said, talk about, obviously it's a brokerage, so they want to know about your individual case and what insurer might be right for you.